And I just think that we should try to make the child-free narrative more diverse, because we are a diverse group of people. I'm trying to go away from the narrative that everything surrounding kids is bad, because everything surrounding kids is not bad in my opinion. Hello everyone and welcome back on my channel. If you're new here, my name is Catherine, and on this channel I talk about being child-free by choice, because I am child-free by choice, because I have my things to fight with. But I thought the responsible thing to do was not to have kids. And then I also talk about living an intentional life, and then I also talk about topics I find interesting. So if you like me and my channel, just remember to subscribe. Today what I want to talk about is how we should change the child-free mainstream narratives, because just like any other group, there's a lot of different people in the child-free by choice community, and we need to show that we are different people with different opinions, and that the opinions that is out there is not only the mainstream ones, like people not liking kids, because there are a lot of people who likes kids who have just chose not to have them because of life circumstances. And there are definitely also a lot of other groups we do not hear as much from as the mainstream narratives that are in the community. That really goes around on child-free communities. It's like, it's expected if you're child-free by choice almost that you do not like kids. I don't know if this is just me who has gotten this impression, and maybe people feel it's in another way, but I just feel like the narrative is just, if you want to be child-free by choice, you have to fit into the majority, which is people that do not like kids, and just talk about how they do not like kids on child-free groups. And when it comes to me, I do not dislike kids. I've chosen not to have kids because I have my things to fight with, and because of that I do not feel like I would be able to take care of a kid at this moment. But that is not to say that I might feel better with what I have to fight with in the future, and I might be able to take care of a kid. And if both me and boyfriend are able to take care of a kid in the future because we have less things to fight with, well, then we might get a kid. We're just looking at it from a perspective that is irresponsible to get a kid right now. Would we be able to handle having a kid and giving a kid all the things that it needs? And at the moment, that is not something that's possible for us, but we never knew what the future might hold, and we might be in another place in the future. We never know that, so I'm not like I'm child-free by choice for life, because I do not know what the future holds. And I think it's so important that we talk about this narrative, but you can be child-free by choice and still like kids. I think there is a good amount of people that is child-free by choice that chose not to have kids, similar to do the responsible thing, and that is not to have a kid because they have something to fight with, and because they have so much to fight with, they do not feel like it will be responsible having a kid. Because if it takes a lot from you just doing everyday life things, it will be too much for you having a kid. And the people who have mental disorders or physical chronic disorders or whatever people might be dealing with, I will not be able to take care of a kid as it is right now in a good enough way, and therefore I choose not to have kids, because that's the responsible choice. I just think it's really important we also talk about our own narrative, and we don't just try to fit into the narrative that is already there, because we each have our own reasons for being child-free by choice. And mine is just, I am not in a place where I feel like I would be able to take care of a kid. Like, I'm not saying that I do not have a lot of good qualities that would be great with having a kid. I'm a really empathic person, I'm a really caring person. That would just be great when it comes to having a kid. But even though I feel like I have some good qualities that would be great for a kid, I'm just not at a place where I would be able to take care of a kid in a good enough way. Like, I feel like I'm not in a place where I would be able to take care of a kid in the way I need to. So instead, I'm just having my pets, and I'm really loving and caring towards them. And then maybe someplace in the future I will have a kid if Me and my boyfriend are in a better place with what we have to fight with, and again, we never know what the future holds. So I also feel like it's okay to talk about, to be a right as child-free people, to say I don't want kids right now, but I do not know what the future holds. Because I think also, it's me personally, I would never like, I can't remember the words for females right now, but I would never want to like get sterilized and not be able to have kids. Because what if I'm 5 years from now in a whole other place where I'll be able to take care of a kid, and then I have taken the possibility of even getting a kid away from me before I even know what the future holds. So I know that some people are really certain that they never want kids, and good for you. Like, you know, you need to know your own truth and act from that. If there's a person who's on the fence and they get sterilized and they maybe in the future feel like they really want kids, that's not a good thing either. So I think like we should not like talk about getting sterilized as it's something that, you know, everybody that's child-free should do, because some people might be child-free by choice a part of their life, and then they might end up a totally novel place in their life where they want kids. So I just feel like getting sterilized is not it's such a hard topic. Like, some people just know they do not want kids ever, and that's fair. Those people, if they want to, should definitely get sterilized. I'm talking about the people who are kind of on the fence, and the people who kind of want to know what the future holds. They might be child-free for now, but they do not know if they want to be child-free by choice in the future, because in the future they might be in a totally different place in their life. And that's just my reality, that I do not know what the future holds. And if I get better with things I have to fight with, my boyfriend also does, maybe we'll have a kid. And maybe we will just go on having pets. You never know what the future holds. And I just think that we should try to make the child-free narrative more diverse, because we are a diverse group of people. We all have different opinions, and some people simply loathe children. They simply really like hate children, and I think that's really wrong. Hate leads us nowhere good. I think it's like, it's okay if you dislike children, but like hate and just talking badly about kids and parents, that never gets us anywhere good. And I think it's really important that we talk about, yeah, you can be child-free by choice, and you can enjoy kids, and you can actually really like kids without having them. So I think like, yeah, that's the really important thing to talk about. And what I've already been doing on my channel is both talking about the positive and the negative sides, and I actually really want to continue that, because I'm not a person who like could never see myself having kids, because again, I never know what the future holds, and if I'm in a better place, my boyfriend is in a better place in the future, maybe we'll have a kid. But I just think I'm trying to go away from the narrative that everything surrounding kids is bad, because everything surrounding kids is not bad in my opinion. So I want to talk about both the things I dislike when it comes to the thought about having kids, but also what I really like about the thoughts of having kids. So making it more nuanced and more diverse, and not simply being like, I don't want kids because of this and this reason. Also being like, I wish I were in a place where I would be responsible to have kids because of this and this reason. So I want to be more nuanced, general. I'm trying to like come from a more nuanced place, because I'm the kind of person who thinks like black and white thinking gets us nowhere, because like most things in life have nuance, and if we think of it in a nuanced way, like there's just so many ways of looking at things. I think we should look at things in life with different angles and coming from different point of views, because life isn't black and white, and being child-free by choice isn't black and white either, because we are different people who has different opinions. Some dislike kids, some really like kids, but are just in a place in life where they think it's most responsible to not have a kid. And some people might think it's the most responsible thing to not have kids, simply because maybe they think the earth is overpopulated and they think of the climate. Like, there is so many reasons why I can be child-free. So I just hope we can help each other to make the child-free community more diverse. I hope we can help each other in this community to come to a place where it's easier for people who have other opinions than the mainstream child-free opinions to also express how they feel. We all need to be heard in this community, and people need to see that we're not just a group of people that dislikes kids and only talk about how much we dislike kids, but also show them the other nuances to this group of people, this group of child-free but choice people, because we are really different people, and I would like that to be shown so people know that it's not just people who dislike kids. We are a lot of other kind of child-free but choice people as well. So I just hope we can help get those kind of narratives out there as well, so people don't get this automatic negative view of us, where it's just like people who really dislike or hate kids. Because this group is so much more than people just disliking kids and hating kids and talking about why they do not want kids. So I have made a video where I talked about the positive Facebook group that is called Childfree Aunts and Uncles, where they actually talk about how much they love like their nieces and nephews and other kids in their life. And I want people to see more of this kind of review also, where we just also really like kids, but because of certain circumstances in our own life, we have chosen not to have kids. But just because we do not want kids, it does not mean we dislike them. Some child-free people do, but a lot of us do not hate or dislike children. And this is the narrative that I want to break. Yeah guys, I think sometimes videos are just me rambling, but I hope you could understand where I was coming from with this video and what I meant with it. And I just think it's important that everybody in a community are able to have their voice and say how they feel about things, even though their opinion might not be the mainstream one. It's really important that we do not only allow the mainstream narratives, but we also allow the people that might be a minority in a community to speak their opinion, because everybody in a community matters, especially the people that makes it better. So I'm not talking about the people who absolutely loathe or hate kids here. I think that's just the toxic side of the child-free community, because again, I think hate leads to nowhere good. But yeah guys, again, I hope you got something out of this video and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, remember to comment, like and subscribe, just doing all the good stuff that helps my channel. And I really hope to see you soon. And remember that I appreciate every one of you, and I'm just so proud of how far I've come on YouTube. And I'm really proud of the community I'm starting to build on this channel. And thank you so much for supporting me on my YouTube journey. And yeah, I just hope to see you soon in another video. Bye guys!